Kiaran McCormack, developmental club team soccer coach. So I grew up in Dundalk, Ireland. It's the biggest town in Ireland. We actually only have 6 cities in Ireland, and it's bigger than many of the cities in Ireland. Big soccer or football hotbed, and that was the team I also played for when I was growing up. So I grew up playing multiple sports in Ireland. Gaelic football, which is one of our national sports. I ran track, tried rugby, hurling, other sports, but soccer or football was always my favorite. I was a good athlete and kind of found that I could use my athleticism when playing. I played for a local team, a couple of local teams before being approached to play in Dundalk FC's academy, and that's where I spent the majority of my youth career up until adult career before I came to the US. So yeah, I was originally I attended the University of Vermont for 2 years, Division I school, current national champions, NCAA D1 national champions. And I transferred then to University of Maine in Orono, another Division I program when they still had soccer. And the athletic director here, Christopher Parsons, was my assistant coach in my senior year at University of Maine, Orono. So I think it's one of fairness based on the expectation of hard work, but with also honesty. I think that good coaches will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I found that initially when I got into coaching, I was like, oh, I can help these teams win. And I thought that was the most important thing. And then that has evolved where I realized it's more about what the player experiences and how they develop as a person. Most players, as much as they don't want to hear it, are not going to be professional players, but they're going to create memories and create their morals that they will bring into their life that really will change the life for the better. And so I think I mirror that in my philosophy. I want people to be honest and fair, to work hard for everything, and to try to be the best that they can be. And along the way, create some memories. And what I found is most of the time when players buy into this and they're part of the philosophy of the team, that teams tend to get the wins, they get the results. So when I first started coaching, that was the most important. Now winning is just a byproduct of everything that I help the team to do. Yeah, I think that the thing that is most important is that it's an enhancement of their collegiate experience at Thomas College. They're going to be given an opportunity to develop under myself and Coach Evans, two very experienced high-level coaches. And if they are willing to listen, work hard, buy into the philosophy of the team, then they will develop. And I hope that their focus is to continue and be a player that can contribute at the varsity level, and we'll provide every opportunity for them to have that. Now, if a player decides that they love the experience of being on the development club team, and that's what they want to do for the entirety of their collegiate career at Thomas, then that's something as well that's available to them. So I think that a new player coming in, they're going to be treated to a high level, fully supported collegiate experience with 2 high-level coaches, and the opportunity to be in competitive games in a competitive league with playoffs, regional tournaments, national tournaments. So there are things that are exciting. It's not just here's a secondary thought. It is a program that is going to be something that contributes to the overall Thomas soccer program. So that's feeding into the NCAA varsity team. So one thing that often players are say to themselves, oh, it's just a development team, but developing as a player is very important. And there's times when a player may be deciding between a development team and a varsity team, and they think, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go to the varsity team, but if you're not playing, it's hard to develop, right? And so that's the biggest thing. One of the most important things is that if you come to Thomas College and you be part of a development team, well, first of all, you have a direct pathway to the varsity team to be looked at every single practice and every single game by myself and Coach Evans, and we're assistant coaches for the varsity team. So when we're recruiting a player, we may only see a player in a game, and they may only play half a game. So they're looking at, really at 15-minute, 40 minutes where we're watching, whereas a development player is going to be watched in every practice and every game. And so it really is a great opportunity. If you're a player and you think that you have the ability to play at a high level, but you're not being looked at by the teams you want, or you're not being given those opportunities, this is a perfect opportunity for you, where you will play and not just be a member of a team, not be a player that never sees game time, because playing in those high pressure situations is really how a player evolves. Because it's good players are comfortable when there's low pressure situations. The game is not as important maybe, but as soon as you are put into a high pressure situation, how do you react and how do you play? And I think that's what players at the highest level are able to do. They're able to be effective in high pressure situations, and in order to experience that, you have to play in competitive games. So for those players who believe that they are at a high level, are not being given the opportunities, the Thomas Development Club team is the place for you.